Hi, I'm Alex Lancaster, and today I'm going to talk about the sales organization structure at Amcor Rigid Plastics, where I work today. Actually, Amcor is a global company, global packaging company that works outside of just rigids. So we do flexible packaging, specialty cartons, as well as rigid packaging. And in an article by Emma Brudner, she discusses really the four main types of sales organization structures. And because Amcor is so large and services so many different categories, actually I think all four really apply to the way that our organization is structured. So I guess as a starting point, we're really structured by our product or service line. So within the company Amcor, there are various packaging types that we supply. There's flexible packaging, there's rigid packaging, which is like PET containers or bottles, and then there is our specialty cartons group, which is corrugate. So I would say that's really the first way that our sales group is split. From there, if you look more specifically at like our rigids group, which I'm a part of, we're then again split by the industries that we service. So within the group that I'm in, we service beverage, and then there are multiple customers within the beverage group. And then there's also a specialty containers group that would service food, spirits and wine, home and personal care, as well as pharmaceutical packaging. So Emma Brudner notes really that when a company sells many different products, this approach makes a great deal of sense, which I agree with. It allows each of our salespeople to really focus their skill set and understanding on one targeted customer and one type of packaging versus being inundated and trying to understand so many different categories. It really allows us, again, to understand our specific market and make connections with those specific types of customers. And then, another interesting point that kind of ties back to the way that our sales organization is separated is that within Amcor Limited, we actually have a lot of global key accounts. So an account like PepsiCo, for example, which we sell food and beverages to on the rigid side. We sell flexible packaging to in our flexibles group. We sell closures to as well. And there are different salespeople managing each one of those categories, but we all work cross-functionally on what we refer to as a global key account group in order to cross-sell and work together to meet the needs of the customer. Another way that we're really divided, specifically within rigids, is by the size of the customer. So we have what we refer to as national accounts, tier 2 accounts, and then regional accounts. So today I participate as an account manager on our national accounts, managing some of our largest customers. There's really only two or three that we consider the national accounts. And then the tier 2 accounts are still large in size, but not quite as much share of our total business. And then we have our regional accounts. And regional is an interesting one because that's the only part of our group that actually is also structured geographically. So they target, call it smaller up-and-coming brands to get in the door with and work with them until they grow to a size that puts them at call it a tier 2 account. So we have a really unique example of that with a customer called Body Armor. So they're a newer beverage in the market in the last couple of years, maybe 5 years or more, and they've continued to grow and grow, and we are actually their sole supplier of packaging today, or bottle packaging anyways. And so they have now moved to a larger account within our business because they've grown and grown. And so really what the regional group focuses on is making connections with smaller customers in their specific regions and building the sales pipeline, building their volume with those customers, and then growing them into a larger account. So I think there are a lot of benefits to the way that we're structured today. I will say that I've heard voiced from customers a few times that it's hard for them when, for example, a customer like Campbell Soup Company, they purchase from us both on the food side and the beverage side, and their preference would really be to have one point of contact within Amcor. We do all work together, but I can see how sometimes it causes confusion for customers that participate in multiple different segments, having multiple different account managers. So really that is the way that our sales organization is structured. We do all collaborate and work together in trainings and are all, constantly communicating with one another and using tools like Salesforce to stay connected. But I do think that the way our organization is structured really sets us up for success. Thank you.